growing plants. Plants form a major part of our environment. We all depend on plants to survive. They help us in many ways. They give us food to eat, medicines to cure, oxygen to breathe, and fibers for cloth. Therefore, plants are called our green friends. We cannot live without plants, so we must grow more and more plants and should take care of them. More plants would mean a continuous supply of plant products to meet our needs. We know that most plants produce a large number of seeds. These seeds germinate and grow into new plants. New plants also grow from other parts of plants like stems, roots, and leaves. In this chapter, we will learn how new plants grow from seeds and other parts of plants. Growing new plants from seeds. A single plant produces many seeds, but all these do not grow into new plants because some seeds are eaten up by birds, rats, and other animals. Some of them may get destroyed by wind and rain. Some do not get sufficient air, water, or warmth. Structure of a seed. Seeds of different plants are of different shapes and sizes. A seed consists of the following parts. 1. Seed coat. The thick outer covering of a seed is called seed coat. It protects the seed. On one side of the seed, there is a scar. This is the place where seed is attached to the fruit. On the top of the scar, there is a tiny hole. This hole allows water to enter inside the seed. 2. Seed leaves, cotyledons. Inside the seed coat, fleshy seed leaves or cotyledons are found. Food for the baby plant embryo is stored in seed leaves. The baby plant lies between the seed leaves. It contains baby root, radicle, and baby shoot, plumule. The seed leaves protect the baby plant. Some seeds like pea and gram have two cotyledons. They are called dicot seeds. Some seeds like rice and wheat have only one cotyledon. They are called monocot seeds. Germination of seeds. When seeds get enough water, air, and sunlight, they grow into new plants. The growth of a baby plant embryo within a seed to form seedling young plant is called germination. Air helps the germinating seed to breathe. Water softens the seed coat, making it easy for the plantlet to come out. Sunlight provides the warmth for the activity of the cells during germination. In the beginning of germination, the seedling gets its food from the cotyledons. Pores in the soil allow air to reach the seed. The roots come out first and grow downwards into the soil. Later, the shoot comes out and grows upwards towards sunlight. After using up the food stored in cotyledons, seedling gets water and nutrients from the soil. Newly formed leaves prepare the food for the plant.
The seed gets water, air, and warmth. Seed coat breaks and the baby plant grows. Roots and shoot develop in baby plant and form seedling or young plant.
Plant grows and leaves develop in it. Cotyledons shrink and disappear. Dispersal of seeds. The scattering of seeds away from the mother plant is called dispersal of seeds. Dispersal of seeds is necessary for the better growth of plants because if all the seeds fall at one place, they will not get sufficient nutrients, water, sunlight, and space to grow. We know that plants are fixed to soil and cannot move on their own. Therefore, nature has provided some methods by which the seeds of plants get scattered to large distances. Seeds are dispersed by wind, water, and animals, including human beings. These are called the agents of dispersal. Some seeds also get dispersed by explosion of fruits. Dispersal by wind. Some plants have very small and light seeds. These seeds also have wings or hair. When wind blows, they are easily carried away from the parent plants. madder, heptage, and cotton seeds are dispersed by wind. Dispersal by water. The lotus fruit has a spongy part and the coconut has thick fibrous coat that enable them to float on water. So, when a coconut falls from a tree into water, it floats and travels with the water waves to far off places. Dispersal by animals. Animals and human beings eat fruits like apple, mango, and watermelon and throw away their seeds. These seeds, on getting favorable conditions, grow into new plants. Seeds of some plants like burdock, xanthium, and tiger nail have hooks or spines. They get attached to the body of animals or clothes of human beings and are carried to other places. Dispersal by explosion. Some fruits burst open or explode when they become dry. The force of explosion helps the seeds to scatter in all directions. This is called dispersal by explosion. Poppy, pea, and balsam seeds get dispersed by explosion. Growing new plants from other parts of the plant. New plants are also grown from their vegetative parts like roots, stems, and leaves. This method of growing plants from their vegetative parts is called vegetative propagation. 1. New plants from roots. Roots of some plants such as carrot, dahlia, beetroot, radish, turnip, and sweet potato can produce new plants. New plants from underground stem. Underground stems of some plants like onion, ginger, and potato can grow new plants. Potato and ginger have buds on their surfaces. Each bud grows into a new plant under suitable conditions. The buds of potato are called eyes. Any piece of potato with an eye can grow into a new plant. New plants from stem. In some plants like rose, hibiscus, cotton, money plant, and sugarcane, new plants grow from small pieces of stem of the parent plant. These pieces are called stem cuttings and they have 1 or 2 buds on them. When you plant a stem cutting into the soil, after a few days it grows into a new plant. New plants from leaves. Some plants like Bryophyllum have buds on the edges, margins of their leaves. When such leaves are kept in moist soil, these buds grow into new plants. New plants from spores. Some plants such as ferns and mosses do not have flowers. They do not produce seeds. They produce tiny spores. Each spore can grow into a new plant. In ferns, spores are present in special structures called solae, present on the underside of the leaves. Agriculture. In our daily life, we eat different types of food including vegetables, fruits, pulses, meat and eggs. We also wear different types of clothes. We get all these things from plants and animals. We get these things in sufficient quantities. A large number of plants and animals are needed. The mass production of plants for food and other purposes is called agriculture. Here, we are only discussing the agricultural activities related to plants. Various stages of agriculture are as follows. Plowing. It helps to loosen the soil. Manuring. Manure is added to provide nutrients to the soil. Sowing seeds. Healthy seeds are sown in soil. Plants grow from seeds. Irrigation. It supplies sufficient water to plants for growth. Spraying pesticides. It kills the pests and protects the crops. Harvesting. When the crop is ready, it is cut and gathered. Plants of the same kind, grown on a large scale at a particular place during a particular time, are called crop. For example, crop of wheat means all plants grown in the field are of wheat. The soil of a particular place and season affect the growth and development of crops. Soil. Soil is an important factor for the growth of plants. A crop grows well in one kind of soil but poorly in another. For example, rice and jute grow better in loamy and clayey soils that hold plenty of water. Wheat needs alluvial soil rich in humus. Cotton plants grow best in the black soil. Jowar and bajra are grown in sandy soil found in Rajasthan. Tea plants need moist soil of hilly regions like Assam, Darjeeling and the Nilgiris. Maize plant needs alluvial soil to grow. Coconut trees grow well in coastal areas that have sandy soil. Seasons. A particular crop may grow well in one season and may not grow that well in another season. So, different crops are grown in different seasons. 1. The crops that are grown from June to October are called Kharif crops. Rice, maize and cotton are Kharif crops. These crops depend on the monsoon rain. The crops that are grown from November to April are called Rabi crops. Wheat, gram and pea are Rabi crops. These crops do not depend on the monsoon rain. Protection of crops and storage of grains. Birds, squirrels, moles, pests like locusts, caterpillars and grasshoppers damage the crops. Various plant diseases also affect the crops, so crops need protection from them before and after harvesting. Farmers spray various pesticides and insecticides to protect crops from insects and other harmful pests. They protect the crops from grazing animals by proper fencing. Scarecrows are kept in the crop fields to scare away birds. Grains and seeds should be stored properly after harvesting the crops to protect them from rats, insects, and other animals. Points to remember. Plants are very useful to us in many ways. New plants are grown from seeds. A seed has a seed coat, seed leaves or cotyledons, and a small baby plant inside it. Air, water, and warmth are necessary for germination of seeds. Seeds have to get scattered or dispersed to ensure that they do not grow too close to one another. Seeds are dispersed by wind, water, animals, and by the explosion of fruits. A new plant grows from stems, roots, leaves, and spores also. This is called vegetative propagation. The growth and development of plants depend on the type of soil, climate, and season. Crops that are grown in winter season are called Rabi crops, while the crops that are grown in summer season are called Kharif crops. Crops need to be protected from grazing animals like birds, insects, and rats before and after harvesting.